What was the reason why your friendship ended with someone? I stopped being the first to always initiate plans, and that was that. I was a bad person and they ended it for perfectly sensible reasons. I would have done the same. I've changed. But I don't blame them for not reconsidering contact. My former best friend got married and his posh wife decided that she doesn't want her husband to be seen with less rich people, and he listened to her. The sad fact is, 3 years later her dad filed for bankruptcy and her husband, my former friend, had to look for a new job which pays far less than all of us, his former friends. I lent them $20 and then they avoided me so they didn't have to pay me back. Worth the 20. I was basically a taxi for my friends, so I dumped them all. Habitual lying became too annoying and disruptive to tolerate. How's this for oddly specific? Friend since 1980. Was hanging out at a bar in 1992 and there was a dispute of over a $15.00 bars tab. I was in the right. But whatever, he held a grudge for years. Ran into him in 2017 and we were both too old to care. Started to see each other now and then. 2023 and we're at this local bar for a show and got into a fight about $15 a ticket. Maybe he'll call me in 2063. I felt she only wanted me around when my life was a mess and worse than hers. Once I got a house and got engaged, she distanced herself as I no longer had a purpose to her. She was a taker. Constantly. When I needed something she made it about her yet again. Exhausting to be around. He tried to kill me and my family. He kept having kids with different girls and bailing on them. Coming from went out for a pack of smokes, dad myself. I just couldn't watch it anymore. Bailed after the third one. Think he's up to 6 now. Insecure jerk trying to make me a part of his problems. She joined a pyramid scheme selling butt-ugly leggings and it took over her whole life. When I finally told her it was negatively affecting our friendship, she accused me of not supporting her business. Me ghosting them. I tend to lose touch with people when I'm no longer physically within their presence. I lost my high school friends when I went to college. Lost college buddies when I graduated and started working. Lost my close colleagues when pandemic hit and remote work became a thing. Now I have no friends since I rarely leave the house anymore. I've lost all but 2 of my friends because I stopped drinking and doing hard drugs. Male. Passed out on my friend's couch after doing some weed and having drinks. I woke up several hours later in a sort of paralyzed state with him jerking me off and using his mouth on me. After I woke up I quickly left and was in such a daze I didn't even yell or get mad. It took me hours to process what had happened. Edit. I'm pretty numb over this. Never in my life did I think this would happen to me. I'm physically competent. Do Krav, kickboxing, etc. But I couldn't defend myself when it counted. I identified an attitude of only doing plans with me if it was convenient to them. The last straw was this. We hadn't seen each other in a while. I ran into them at campus. I said they should take a ride home with me so we could catch up while we got home. Lived near each other. They said okay, and that they would leave their sibling with their car to take back home. After I waited for an hour they just texted me that their sibling had already finished classes, and that they would go home together. I had waited for them and this wasn't a favor I was doing them. It was an excuse to spend time together. So I just felt like spending time with me. Even if it was for a little while. Didn't matter. So I just stopped talking to them. And they never reached out. I've been wanting to text them for a while but never get to it. I found out she'd been a willing participant, and even architect of, several good people losing their jobs or being scapegoated for stuff they didn't do. She's a horrible person. And that was that. When he started dating my ex but hid it from me for an entire year. Only told me when I was furious at him for a totally different reason. Then when I was reasonably mad and told him to just leave me alone and that we weren't friends anymore. He went and told all of our mutual friends that I was in a murderous rage and it would be dangerous to hang out with me. Friends told me they didn't believe him but that it was just easier to go along with it than call him out on his BS and that I wouldn't be invited to things he was invited to. Realized that day that my former best friend was a lying sociopath and the rest of my friends cared more about not making waves than they did about me. Left the whole lot of them behind and went and found new friends. Best decision of my life. We lived a few hours apart and this friend was never that responsive to begin with. I have better friends now and started a relationship. And eventually moved across country. Combining all those factors and oops. We haven't kept touch in years. I guess I would still consider them a friend. We're still on good terms. But we simply haven't spoken in a long time and I no longer go out of my way to try to keep up with their life.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.